Turner, Jr., and I entered the service 3 February 1948. But before I go any farther, I'd like to show Ray something. This is me when I was 20 years old.
Oh, beautiful.
And that was in 1950. And if you notice, I went up to the second highest grade in less than 33 months.
Mm.
And I finished my basic. It had to be, let's say, end of 3 February, March, April, May, and June. I finished my basic in June. And then what they did, they jerked me out of basic training, my second 16 weeks of basic training.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school, leadership school in Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Oh.
And I myself became an acting corporal after school. We went to school for 2 weeks, became an acting corporal, leadership school. And what I did, I started training trainees, which was the rest of the school.
Oh, wow.
In other words, our graduation ceremony was for us to train trainees for 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And we trained trainees the first 4 weeks. And then the second 4 weeks are heavy weapons. So after the second 4 weeks of training, everybody else was sent to their basic units.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sent to Fort Meade, Maryland. Mm. And I went to Fort Meade, Maryland to the 3rd Armored Cavalry.
Mm. Front door closed.
I remember in 1949, I was in Fort Dix, New Jersey for Christmas. And I wanted to go see my uncle over in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
So I caught the bus in Trenton, New Jersey, stood up. We stood up, had to stand all the way to Cleveland, Ohio. The bus just packed with people.
Wow.
Christmas of 1949. And I went on to stay with my uncle, I think it's about 3 days, and then all the way back to Trenton, to Fort Dix.
Was you on leave?
Yeah, on leave, yeah.
Okay.
Christmas leave.
Christmas, yeah.
That's for Christmas, yeah.
Wow, was
And,
it cold out then?
After that, when I finished training troops in Fort Dix, I was sent to my regular unit, which was Fort Meade, Maryland.
Uh-huh.
And what I liked about, now, this is all a segregated army now.
Oh, wow.
In other words, from 48 to 52, the army was segregated.
Mm-hmm.
They integrated in 50 in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
But if I stayed with my buddies to their unit instead of going to school like I did, I would have been caught in Korea in that big push south. In other words, where they had the American Army pin that Pusan in that southern withdrawal. And I'm almost certain I wouldn't be here today because most of the guys I knew and went to school with, which I was trying to find some of their pictures.
Oh, okay.
There's a picture of me and the entire group, all black, and I wanted to show you, but I couldn't find that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, but when I do find it, I'll bring it.
Yeah, bring it. We'll add it to this.
In fact, I had it at church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one time,
Wow.
yeah. But anyway, in other words, when they sent me to Fort Meade, Maryland, I was in Meade, and I was one of the good guys.
Yeah.
I wasn't in Meade 1 month,
Yeah.
and I had the guys together, since they like to gamble on payday, I figured out how we can rob the crap game. So the way I had it figured out is broad daylight like this, but inside the day room where you're gambling, if you cut the lights out, it's dark.
Yeah.
And they're gambling on the pool table.
Yeah.
So I got my guys together. I said, now look, I'll cut the lights out. And when I cut the lights out, you guys grab the money.
Oh, I love it.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
When we got paid, they start gambling on the pool table. I positioned the guys around the pool table. They're gambling and the piles of money around the pool table.
Oh.
And I cut the lights out. And we had a platoon sergeant named Hancock, Douglas Hancock.
Yeah.
He said, "Put your hand over your money. Put your hand over your money, everybody." And everybody put their hand over their money.
Thank you. Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Okay. You're okay. You're fine. You can feel join in. No problem.
Everybody put their hand over their money.
You
So
want
in
something
essence,
to drink or eat? I brought spaghetti
That'll be just fine. Thank you so much. Don't you can interrupt. It's your house. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So everybody put their hand on their money.
Uh-huh.
So we couldn't get no money. We couldn't steal nothing.
Oh.
So now, in the company, it's an all-black company.
Uh-huh.
There was a guy named Fred Robert Ewell.
Yeah.
They said Ewell and I was brothers because it's the same height.
Yeah.
Ewell was a couple of shades darker than I was,
Uh-huh.
but he had curly hair. He had curly hair.
Yeah.
In fact, he had hair like a Puerto Rican, real curly hair,
Okay.
and it was long too. And they said Ewell and I was brothers.
Uh-huh.
We had another kid named Clarence Sapp from Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah.
And Sapp was he was the meanest one. He's the smallest one of us,
Yeah.
but he's the meanest.
Oh.
And then we had Herman West.
Yeah.
West would fight anybody. He was a Creole.
Oh, was he? Okay.
West would fight anybody. And then we had Sam Bird. I would never forget these names.
Yeah.
My basic training would have been 48. Sam Bird. Bird was about 6'2",
Oh, wow.
always smiling.
Uh-huh.
And he's even smiling when he's fighting. and right here in Lakewood, Babyface Smith stayed.
Oh.
He was another one of the guys. Smitty always smiling every time you see him.
Yeah.
So we call him Babyface Smith. And Smith always wanted to follow me and you will. And we would get in trouble always.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't drive or nothing.
Uh-huh.
And was in Fort Meade, Maryland.
Uh-huh. All you guys were there together.
Yeah, black, all black.
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing football. And I got tired, so I went over. There's a Jeep parked right beside the field where we was playing.
Yeah.
So I sit in the Jeep. And all of them just sit in the Jeep. And I saw the gear shift lever. And I didn't know how to press the clutch was.
Uh-huh.
So I just shifted the lever, just playing with it.
Yeah.
And got to go back and play football. About 2 days later, I wound up on the list driving a truck.
Really?
From Trenton, New Jersey to AP Hill, Virginia.
Oh.
But
Go ahead.
I drive the truck from Fort Dix, New Jersey to AP Hill, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And it was a truckload of white officers, reserve officers, all white. 2 of them up front with me in the truck. I didn't know how to shift the gears and just could steer a little bit. But when I drove 100 miles like that all the way to AP Hill, Virginia, and this white officer up front, reserve officer, he would shift the gears. He hit the clutch. I hit the clutch. He shifted the gears. So we went 100 miles like that.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
While we was down at AP Hill, Virginia, we had a corporal this corporal just didn't like me and Ewell.
Uh-huh.
And I would never forget this, and we laughed ourselves to death about it.
Yeah.
Every detail, Corporal Turner, and I was a corporal then.
Yeah.
And Corporal Ewell, we go and do it all the time. Mm-hmm. So we had to mop the barracks that morning in Virginia. Mm-hmm. And our base is up in Fort Meade, Maryland.
Yeah.
So we got through mopping the floor. I said, I'm gonna put this mopboard in that son of a gun and shoot.
Yeah.
You lace your boots a different way every day.
Uh-huh.
Odd and even. In other words, if you take your laces and go crisscross, that's on the even day, and you lace them up one and then crisscross, up one, crisscross, that's odd days.
Oh,
so we can tell what
day it was.
Are you changing boots every day like you're supposed to?
Yeah.
So we got through mopping the floor down in Virginia, in APL, Virginia, and what I did, I poured the mop water right in these boots. And these are good leather, the military builder. They won't leak or nothing.
Oh, wow.
But I filled the boots with full of mop water. And I guess it's about 4 or 5 days later, he went to put his boot. Now we change boots every day. He don't change. He's the corporal.
Yeah.
He went to change boots, and he said, "I'll be dog." He cursed. Somebody done pee-peed in my boots. Me and Ewell fell out laughing. Nowhere in the world they could tell who did it. And me and Ewell the one did it. So we got him with him. Well, let me tell you what happened coming down. Something happened too. We had an accident. One of our vehicles had an accident with this white guy driving his car. You know, rebels.
Yeah.
So he's company commander is white. He's raised them to company commander. I know the number of the vehicle that hit me too. Blah 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 blah. Company commander said, "I'll take care of it." Said, "Let me take care of it. I'll call the men out and I'll find out who did it, and jack that guy. No, I'll take care of it myself. I know the exact number of the vehicle. Now, you know, military vehicles, if I'm in 4th Army, it's 4A on the left side of the bumper.
Oh, okay.
On the right side of the bumper, it may be D15. That means I'm in D company, and I'm the 15th vehicle. So he knows the vehicle number is 4A.
Okay.
Captain Bass said, will you please let me take care of stuff? He's white, and we are all black. Our battalion commander's white. He said, okay, well, let him take care of it. He said, so he said, the number of vehicles 4A. So they took the motor pool. There's about 100 vehicles sitting there with 4A on them. We said, coming about there, said nothing. So I told you I would take care of it. No, you took care of it. Find the vehicle. And he looked at all them vehicles, got 4A on the bumper, and couldn't do nothing. Couldn't find the vehicle, nothing down. And we laughed all the way back to Meade about that. You know, finished training.
Yeah.
Laughed all the way back to Meade.
Oh my goodness.
But I stayed there.
You guys spend a lot of time in Virginia. AP Hill and.
No, I didn't stay there a year hardly.
Oh, okay.
I didn't stay a year hardly.
Oh, okay.
And I tell you what, but I had the best time in the world. And now orders came down in '49. It had to be, I think, about September, October '49. And I got orders. They say I'm supposed to go to Okinawa.
Japan. Okay.
Just me.
Oh.
One person out of the whole company, 200 some people, all black. I was being punished. That's what. Everywhere I go, I get punished.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, I goes to Kitzken, Germany. In fact, now I'm supposed to go to Okinawa in the South Pacific. When the orders come down, I'm on orders to go to Kitzken, Germany, to the 371st Infantry, D Company 371st Infantry, which is a heavy weapons company.
Oh, okay.
It's all black. And the reason I can't go to Okinawa, that's all white unit they tried to send me to. and it's still segregated now.
Yeah.
So I get to Germany, and it's winter time, and I'll never forget this. We got off the train. There was a lieutenant there. His name is Hobart. Now, I'm talking about what happened in '49.
Yeah.
I will never forget Lieutenant Hobart. Hobart was the personal bodyguard of General Eisenhower during World War II. Really? And he won't let you forget that. Really? He won't everybody know that. I was Eisenhower's personal bodyguard. But anyway, first day Hobart asked me, come here, boy. I said, yes, sir. You want to be at my MPs, my police force? No, sir. I heard about it before I got to Germany. Really? Lieutenant Hobart. So I go on the D Company, the unit, my company, D Company 371st is a heavy weapons company.
Okay.
In other words, it's got machine guns, mortars, and recordless rifles.
Oh, okay.
And at that time, it was a 3.5 bazooka, rocket launchers.
Wow.
The recordless rifles had to come out there. So I'm in Germany now in '49. And then, funny thing about it, the unit's all black. Our company commander is white. And I got that September, October. Christmas time come, somebody stole all the blankets off the beds. You have a blanket on the foot of the bed, your third blanket on the foot of the bed, fold up. Somebody took the blankets off the foot of the bed, the guy off the foot of the bed, took about time and sold them.
Really?
That Monday morning came, they relieved my company commander. He lost his job. And he was white, as you were. Yeah, he was white. And I'll never forget the guy said, this is just what the guy said. You know, he should have never been on black troops. He should have been on white troops. he can't handle us. We done got this man relieved of his job.
Really?
But and the new company commander was black now. And his name's on the tip of my tongue too. But he's black, but I'll never forget, we had a muster roll call. And the first thing, Lieutenant Toppins from New York City. He's born and raised in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And the first thing I couldn't understand is, how can you be from New York and can't drive a car? He couldn't even drive. But anyway, Toppins was our company commander. He had a muster roll call, and what Toppins said, he said, I'm going to tell y'all something. Now, you probably get me relieved like you got the other one company commander relieved. He said, but y'all, every one of you going to be in jail before I go. There was 200 of us. It wasn't a week or two later, somebody stole a .45 pistol out of the other's room. And he had a muster roll call. Everybody got to be there. If they call your name, you answer here.
Oh, yeah.
This is just that man said. He said, that pistol, it better come back. But I'm going to tell you something. When I do find it, whoever got it going to jail. Guess what?
Wow.
Guess what?
Came
Ray
back.
found the pistol, brought it back and turned it into the company commander.
Yeah.
Now we know Ray didn't steal it. Ray went to jail.
Really? Oh my God. Somebody got a phone, right?
Yeah. The poor guy that turned it in went to jail. And we know he didn't steal it.
Right.
We know that guy that didn't steal it.
They just had to blame somebody, right?
But Papa said he was going to put it, whoever bring the pill, he going to jail.
Oh,
and that's just what he did.
That's what he did. Oh, wow.
We were so scared from then on, guess what? You couldn't pay us to go out off base uptown. Now, I was still in Kitzken, Germany. Oh yeah, we got there. We had a mascot, a dog, Dobie. What's that kind of dog it is, Dubs?
Doberman Pinscher?
No, he's a
Saint Bernard?
Saint Bernard.
Oh,
Dobie, yeah. His name is Dobie.
okay.
Dobie lay out in the middle of the cement when we stand at Replet. That's why he sleep all winter. Snowing. We get up in the morning and go out, snow covers. Dobie. She starts raise up in the snow and shake the snow off it, and we go to mess hall to eat. Everybody come out to mess hall, got Dobie some ham, some bacon or something.
Oh, he got him something to eat.
Oh,
yeah.
we fed Dobie.
Yeah.
And Dobie go back down to the company with us.
That's a big dog. Some Saint Bernard. Wow.
In our company, D Company 371st in Germany, we had me, Herman West. West was a Creole from New Orleans. Sam Bird was about 6'2" or 6'3", and he weighed about 200 pounds with an ounce of fat on him. West, Bird, me.
That's the one you said smile all the time, right?
Yeah, me and there was two other corporals. But we all ran together. And we go to mess hall and eat. We come out to mess hall together and walk down. Our first sergeant was, his name was Sergeant Myers. He's black, about 6'4", 6'5". And he looked like he's something wrong with one of his eyes. And he was in World War II too. Now this is 1949. Wow. Anyway, we was coming out to mess hall. He signaled us to double time. We're 2 blocks away, and we see him. Because there's nothing in the street but a straight line down to him. And he double time for us. He put the hand to hurry, get down to the formation.
Yes.
We act like we didn't see him and walked.
Yeah.
We didn't, them coppers, we bad. We was bad coppers, boy.
Yeah.
For the next month, every weekend, I got duty. If I ain't got corporal guard, I got sergeant guard.
Yeah.
If I don't have that, I'm charge of quarters at the company. If I'm not charge of quarters company, I'm charge of quarters of battalion. If I'm not charge of quarters battalion, I'm charge of quarters post headquarters.
Yes.
All 6 of us are one who wouldn't overtime. And so I'm gonna tell you how bad we are. Now we're gonna do something to get us killed.
Yeah.
On a Saturday morning, when after the inspection, everything Saturday, all 6 of us. West stood at the oiler room door. I went inside. I had a paper clip, and I used the paper clip to unlock his desk drawer to get to his duty roster. Sam Bird is at the door, watching outside. We can see him down the hall about a half a block away. He's at that door watching the parking lot and watching the front of the building. The first sergeant's gone on Saturday. So I got my crew organized, with the watch all set up. So go to his desk drawer, get his books out. Go through the books with a fine tooth comb, boy. Can't find nothing wrong. He's got to be crooked somewhere because this ain't possible what he's done to us.
Yeah.
But anyway, we couldn't find nothing wrong. And finally one of the guys said, he got to have 2 sets of books. If the first sergeant caught us, he'd have probably killed us. I mean, he'd beat us to death.
Yeah.
But anyway, we couldn't find nothing wrong, so we give up on that. and it wasn't but a little while later, the next thing I know, we out in the boondocks, airplane drops a parachute with a bundle on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we would have got the bundle of
Supplies.
stuff. We all black got the bundle of stuff, brought it back to the first sergeant company commander. So they opened the pouches up and looked at them. I've been promoted to acting sergeant, but all my buddies all of us acting sergeant, and we trying to figure why in the world would they promote us to sergeant? And I found it. One of the guys said to me, he said, maybe because we first at the chow line every morning. We first at the mess hall every morning.
Yeah.
And he wasn't kidding about that. But anyway, we all get promoted to acting sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of days later, orders come down. Everybody, except the first sergeant and the platoon sergeants, are on orders coming back stateside.
Really?
We didn't know the Korean War had broke out.
Oh.
Yep. And we caught
So they held you back.
yeah, we rode by boat then. In other words, I went up, the USS Rose.
Okay.
Rode the Rose. It's a troop ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ship I came over on the German on. That's the ship I went back on. Came all the way back to Salem on that ship.
Oh, okay.
Get to Fort Dix. From Fort Dix, we go straight down to Fort Benning, Georgia. Get to Fort Benning. We see this one, no, not a soldier nowhere. This one black whack. And I said, where's all the GIs at? She's the same place you guys going. I said, where's that? Korea? So we go inside, map on the map, and we found one of these balls, ball map.
Yeah, the globe, huh?
We looking for Korea, couldn't find Korea, and the guy said, they call it Chosen, not Korea. I said, Chosen, yeah. That's the name of the place. And looked and found Chosen, which was Korea. And that's where everybody is right then. And we saw a white GI. He was in a cast from his toe all the way up to his hip. So, man, what happened to you? In a car accident? He said, no, I just come from Korea. What? What? Well,
What happened to him?
yeah. And then a trooper said, it's the police force. The troops go around the police force. The guy said, the police got some big guns. But anyway, back to Germany we had to train a whole division of about 30,000 guys.
Wow.
And that's why I got promoted again now. I go to the second highest rank. In other words, the highest rank is E7. I'm an
Okay.
E6.
Uh-huh.
I get promoted again. And the reason I get promoted is because we had in our company, Pop Holder. He went into the army in 1930.
Mm.
This is 1950. He got 20 years. Pop Holder retired. And I looked to see what the retirement pay would be. It would be $50
Oh.
a month. That's what he got for retirement pay.
Wow.
At that time, the base pay for us was $75 for a private. I would draw $20 a month. Next payday, I would have 19. That's how much I would have.
Oh my goodness.
All we do is they pay for everything we needed.
Mm-hmm.
I would go buy a box of Hershey chocolates and a box of chewing gum,
Mm-hmm.
and that's nothing else to spend money for.
Mm.
So we had my platoon sergeant was a guy named Harry Kuntz.
Mm-hmm.
Kuntz, he was another Creole. And the reason I'm glad he's my platoon sergeant, Kuntz wouldn't eat his eggs. He would eat his bacon in the morning.
Oh.
He was a Creole too, big guy. And boy, I just sit at the table and wait for it. He would eat the egg. I take them eggs from Sergeant Kuntz. I take the bacon too. And he's trying to lose weight. But anyway, Kuntz was my platoon sergeant. And we had another funny incident happen. Douglas Hancock was another platoon sergeant in the company. Hancock had a mustache like an Irishman. Big old, he's black, mustache like an Irishman. He had just come from Paris on leave and had re-enlisted. And I think they give him $5,000, his retirement, his re-enlistment pay. And Hancock came back. I was sergeant of guard when he came back. It's 12:30 at night. he coming off leave and came through the gate, and the guard shack is right at the gate. And I could see him when he come in, and he came in and had Sergeant Hardy, Hancock's best buddy.
Oh.
Hardy told Hancock, come on in the guardhouse where we are. He was Sergeant Guard, I was corporal of the guard. Anyway, Hancock had about $800 of his money.
Yeah, I'll eat the rest of it.
Drink?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
He had about $800 of money that he just had to spend on leave.
Oh.
So, Sergeant Hancock, let me count your money. You say you brought it all back. So, no lights on in the guardhouse. Sergeant Hardy gonna count Hancock's money. So Sergeant Hancock had been drinking, but he ain't that drunk. He's Corp Turner. Don't let them steal my money. You count it. Don't let them count it.
Yeah.
So, in the dark, now I'm counting this money on the floor.
Yeah.
He had about $800 and something. Anyway, call Sergeant Hardy. Now let me recount it. Hancock, oh no, don't let me count it. But I wouldn't let him steal his money that time. but that's the type of unit. We just all black. That's the type of unit I was in too. Later on, Hancock, the old man called us in. He said, all of y'all going back to the States.
Yeah.
We all went back to the States again on the same, we wrote the rolls. What they did, they took every white non-commissioned officer, every black non-commissioned officer in Germany, and then you had Bloody Red 1 of the division. They had to have about 18,000 NCOs. They stripped all them NCOs out of there, all the black NCOs out of the black units was 371st Infantry, 372nd, and 373rd. And they stripped all the NCOs out of the black units. We on ship going back to home, back stateside. Get stateside again, and back to Fort Benning. And by the time, what they did, they had about 30,000 people come in. All these NCOs that came back with us, we trained those people 8 weeks of basic, 8 weeks of AIT, and then shipped them to their units. And most of them went back with the NCOs, head back to Europe. Except guys like me, which they put me in school. I went to it was Intelligence, Reconnaissance, Operation Chief School.
Oh.
And the class was all white. I was the only black in the class. And there was 3 airborne guys, 82nd Airborne guys. I was from 4th Infantry, they was the 82nd Airborne, and the rest of the class, about 200 people, was 31st Dixon Division, all white. World War I, World War II, all white.
Okay.
And they're in class with us. When they checked in, and I came in, and I went upstairs looking for a bunk, and they was talking, and the place became just as quiet as a mouse.
Really?
I'm the only black guy there, and all of them are white. 31st Dixon Division guys, about 200 of them. And after I got my bunk, here come 3 airborne guys, E7, E6, and an E5, all from the 82nd. And the E6, he said, you Sergeant Turner? I said, yeah. He said, you get your bunk and you come go with us because we're going to all be together. And that's just what he said. We might have to whoop every ANS up here. That's just what he said.
Yeah.
And they was all white.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to whoop everybody here.
Yeah.
And I knew just what he meant.
Yes.
Because they just
of course.
Yeah. The 31st Dixon did. But I made it through school. It was a 12-week, as you were, a 3-month course. And it was a 16-week course. They got me through in 3 months so I could go back to my unit real quick.
Okay.
My unit had left me and went back to Germany. So what they did, they put me on that's the first time I rode a plane.
Really?
I'm playing all the way back to Germany now, and I catch up with my unit. I get my unit in Germany, it's in Schweinfurt, Germany. I'm only there, I guess, about 6 months. And Captain Bryant, company commander named Captain Bryant. Bryant was from Georgia. Bryant did not like me. In fact, he didn't like any black people, but me particularly, because I had a high school diploma.
Okay. No, educated, yeah.
Bryant caught me doing something I wasn't supposed to do, and I got busted one strike by him. He busted me in November. About the 1st or 2nd of November, maybe in October. And I told him, I say, don't take one stripe, take them all. In fact, I tell you what, take the whole damn sleeve. And my platoon leader, he was white. My platoon sergeant was black. I was platoon sergeant myself. Shut up! So Bryant took me down one stripe. He's going home for Christmas. He ain't even on the plane. Guess what? They promote me right back. So Bryant come back after Christmas, by the 1st of January or something like that, or 2nd of January. Who promoted him? Back, give me stripe back. And nobody know. I just come out from divisions, from battalions, sir.
Yeah.
They just promote the best undercommons of the company. So I looks up. The army is integrated now. They've been fighting in Korea since 50. Everybody in Korea has been integrated since 50. And the way that happened was in Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Okay.
This black NCO field first sergeant, which they train in basic trainees. Now you have to bear in mind, all these generals got the same rank. They was in school together. They know each other. This general called from Korea to the general right there in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and Fort Benning, Georgia. He said, I need some infantry fast. And the guy said, and he said, don't come out with that color stuff. I want some infantry. Infantry with rifles in the hands. I need them bad. He was getting pushed all the way down to Pusan. The Chinese had him on the run.
Oh, wow.
And so in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and Fort Benning, Georgia, field first sergeant was all black. And troops coming in, civilians coming in, guys, and man, they just start jamming them in companies. And they just mix them black, white, this, that. And anyways, what somebody had to ask, he said, how they make it out? The sergeant said, fine. We go get basic training, ain't no problem, no problem nowhere. Nobody saying nothing. And that's how they integrated right there then. And that's what they did. They sent them to Korea the same way. When they come out of basic training, they got to leave home, straight to Korea. And when they got there, you just went into an outfit. You know, the fighting unit, that's what you went into. And whether you was infantry, Smith, the guy down here, my best friend, the one I tell you always smiling, he lived in Lakewood here.
Oh, okay.
We was together in Fort Meade too.
Wow, that's a blessing.
Smith said, in 50 when the war broke out, and they got pushed all the way back down to Busan, they submitted all the guys there in Meade. Most of those guys are dead, I'm sure. They round them up, and they all went to Korea. Smith said, Mary, we got to Korea. The truck was going up front and, putting in Korea and dropping people off in the units.
Oh, no, yeah.
And the sergeant got me out of the truck, and I was proud of it. You go here too, you go here, you go here. He said, I went with them. And they dropped them off at an artillery unit. Smith said, I started throwing shells, all the big shells. Anyway, he said the truck came back the next day. Said, did we drop a guy off here? Smith said, no. They didn't drop nobody off here.
Oh.
He said, Bird, I stayed in the artillery the entire war while I was there.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
he when I saw him here.
Wow.
but I'm going to get punished. Now I'm in flying to Germany, and I've only been there about 3-4 months. Next thing I know, orders come down. And my unit is all black. Orders come down, me, and I'm the rank of this guy with 135 black privates to go to Berlin. They go punish me by go send me to Berlin.
Yeah.
Okay? On the train we get that night, have to ride the train at night. All night long we ride to go through the Russian sector, get to Berlin, First thing we hear is artillery going off, shooting all day long.
Wow.
The Russians fired artillery all day, all night, 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Really?
They got artillery range going, firing artillery. I get to Berlin, and what they did, the regimental commander, there was 2 battalions at McNair Barracks, the 1st and the 3rd, and I was going to, I hadn't been assigned to one of them yet, but I later went to the 3rd. The 2nd battalion was at Tempelhof Air Base. What the regimental commander did, he had the 2nd battalion, drop what you're doing, I want every swinging man over to McNair Barracks with the rest of the battalions. Now that put all 3 battalions there, 3,000 guys. Here come 135 black guys going to integrate these 3,000.
Wow. What year was this?
It's 6th Infantry. It's still in Berlin now, 6th Infantry.
What year?
What year was it?
What year?
This is 1952.
Oh, thanks.
1952.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I arrived with the guys, and I mean, it's all white. They're all white there, and just as fun as they could be. In fact, they're waiting for the black guys to get there. They got off the truck. All they could do is get off, get their bags, and the white kids walk over to them. You play ball? You play basketball? You play football? You play softball? And this white kid just, hey, come on, go with us then. And they start playing ball. That was about 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. We had breakfast already. They played ball with the white kids. The whole regiment, 3,000 guys, playing ball with 135 black kids. And the regimental commander, the commanders just watch. When 5 o'clock came, or when lunchtime came, if you was playing ball with these guys, they took you to shop with them. And when 5 o'clock came, and it was all over for the day, whoever you was playing with, been playing with all day,
Yeah.
that's the company you went to. And the only exception was me, who I was the rankingest guy. I'm out there by myself with my bag. Nowhere. Nobody out there but me. And here come a guy, his name was Mittiger. He's Italian, white.
Oh, that's yeah.
He's driving a 3/4 ton truck. He said, Sarge, he said, everybody's at mess all eating. It's 5 o'clock, they're eating. Because they had just, retreat on the horn, on the speaker,
Oh, yes.
playing the music.
Yeah.
And I'm out there by myself, no place to go eat or nothing. Here come the adjutant and the sergeant major. And the adjutant said, Sergeant Charlie, say, they don't have an opening in the heavy weapons company, and you heavy weapons. And I was machine guns, 30 caliber machine guns in. And I said, he said, but we can send you down to the line company, one of the line companies. I said, no, sir, I don't want to go to the line company. I said, well, sir, I'll tell you, I'd be happy